Your paring knife, I explain that to them, what the paring knife is used for. Peeling and paring all your fruits and vegetables, super simple. It's like your fruit knife. I usually kind of explain it as like a smoothie knife. Then you're gonna have your trimmer. Trimmer is gonna be designed for all your trimming your fats, but you can also use it for lemons and limes as well. And we actually have a boning knife that's specifically designed for all your raw meats. That comes in our complete set, which is called our ultimate. And then whenever I explain the paring knife, I also explain the larger paring knife in the ultimate set too. The Homemaker set is our classic set. It's been around since 1949. And so we actually came out with a larger version because customers actually needed something larger to cut bigger fruits with. So that's why you're going to use the bigger paring knife for the bigger fruits inside of your kitchen. Then I explained the spatula spreader. Spatula spreader, of course, is going to be designed for cutting, spreading, serving. You guys know the names and uses for those. And then the petite carver, that comes also in the Homemaker set. You also do receive a larger carving knife as well in the Homemaker set. But in the ultimate, you're also going to get a bigger, I usually show them like the smaller bread knife, I'm sorry. So that one you can also use for boneless meats. Now, whenever you are going into the butcher knife, this one's also very unique. So this is one of the Texas style meat knives. So you want to explain that to them, that this one is also great whenever you guys are wanting to get through like your ribs, whenever you're getting through bigger summer fruits like watermelons, honeydews, and cantaloupes, you're going to be able to use that butcher knife. But it's not going to be as hefty to go through like the bigger bones, like your cleaver that comes in your ultimate set. So if you guys are going through a lot of meats, going through a lot of heavy bones, something that's frozen, you're going to want to have to use that cleaver for those bigger things. It's also great for ladies too, especially if they're trying to get down and crack down some bones and stuff like that. This has a lot of weight behind it with the cleaver. And then I'll then go into the bread knife. So of course it comes with a large version. You do get a smaller one inside the ultimate set. And then that's how I explain basically the difference between Homemaker and Ultimate. Now with the signature set, I then walk them through that set. Now the difference between the Homemaker and the signature is you're still going to get all your basic classic pieces, plus you're going to get some specialty. So this is going to be the set that's basically in between the two. So you're going to get the amazing scissors. Who doesn't like scissors? Now I'm sure you guys use them before. You use scissors in the kitchen time to time, or even outside the kitchen. So these are going to be able to use to spatchcock your chicken. You can use to cut through bones, use it for hard plastic, hard cardboard, anything that's super tough to get through. This is what you're going to use them for. And are you guys cutting pennies or cutting in the presentation? Okay, so everyone here does have a pair of shears? Not everyone. Not everyone? Well, if you don't, try to get your hands on a pair of scissors because that definitely shows the quality of Cutco. And have a competition with your manager and how you guys can get some super shears. It's definitely a big selling point, and that's how you're able to sell signatures and ultimates, is having those shears. I mean, of course, through the videos does an amazing job, but when you're able to show them and have that substantial amount felt in the hand, it makes a big drastic difference. So definitely explaining the scissors that comes in the signature and the ultimate, and then showing them the mini chopper. You get the mini guy inside the signature set, and then of course the ultimate will come with the larger guy. So I usually say one's for the wife, one's for the husband, one's a Rachel Ray, one's a Gordon Ramsay. So I'll kind of use that as my phrase. And then you get the Hardy Slicers. The Hardy Slicer is going to be another meat knife that you're going to use inside the signature set. It's actually not as heavy as your cleaver. So if you're the type of person that's not using a cleaver all the time throughout your cooking, then the Hardy Slicer will do just enough just to get through the tough stuff. And so that's going to be the in-between set. And then basically retouching back on the ultimate set, you then of course want to explain the 8, the 10, the 12 with the table and steak knives. And I always show the sets with steak knives, just so that if I need to drop down, I can always drop down the table. So that's just another way to drop down. So if you're going to be showing signatures and ultimates, show them with the steak knives. And yeah, so ultimate set, what I'm forgetting from that one is just going to be, of course, I'm sorry, the signature does come with the cheese knife, which is my favorite one. Can't believe I forgot that one. Almost did. Of course, the cheese knife is designed for anything sticky, starchy, or juicy. So anything that gets stuck to the blade, you're going to use that cheese knife for all those things, whether it's potatoes, whether it's cheese, whether it's anything sticky, starchy, or juicy. That's my favorite one. And then a lot of times I'll just say, you know, the reason why people use the cheese knife on Sundays, do you know why? It's the holy knife. You're all. Okay, y'all can laugh. But yeah, definitely it's the holy knife, so you want to use it on Sundays. But it's definitely one of my favorites, and it's actually the only knife that's actually set at 12 degrees. Every other Cutco knife is actually designed to be set at 15. So I always tell them it's the sharpest and it's the funnest, and I love that one. So can't live without it. So I'll explain that. So those are going to be the 4 pieces, right? That set it's apart from a homemaker to a signature. Is going to be your 5-inch chopper, your mini chopper, your hardy slicer, I call it the bad boy. You got your cheese knife, sticky, starchy, juicy stuff, holy knife, and of course you got your super shears, right? So those are going to be your 4 main hitters. Now, when it comes to the ultimate, differentiation between signature and ultimate is you're going to, instead of the mini, you're going to get a bigger chopper, you're going to get a smaller bread knife, you're also going to get a larger paring knife, you're going to get the really nice, fun, flexible knife. Has anyone ever seen a salmon knife before? Yes, get your hand on that, okay? If you can't, try to. So, the salmon knife is amazing. It's very flexible. This one's great for a lot of multiple purpose things. Whether you're a vegetarian and you don't eat meat and you want to cut a big watermelon, you can actually cut the watermelon and take the red right out the rind with the salmon knife because of how flexible it is. And I don't know if we have time for show and tell, but I did bring all the knives with me. So yeah, I don't know if you'd want me to. Oh, they're right here. I just didn't know how much time we had. If you want me to like demonstrate. Oh man, I ate it all.
Actually, I'm gonna steal, yeah, you can use here.
So I'll show you all.
You can put stuff up here.
I'm doing the presentation. I'm actually. This is my bag of knives. Now, if you don't have the knife, by all means, I don't always, of course, I'm behind the booth most of the time, so I'm not always able to have. Oh, he's up there? Okay. See. Yes. Well, someone will hurt you. I don't always have the knives always on me. It's just that I have appointments today, so I have to bring my bag of knives. And so how I do it is I show it off and I explain it. Hold it in the wireless microphone. So basically when I'm explaining the salmon knife, I'm just like, it's super flexible. So that way you're able to actually cut the watermelon, but you also can take the red right out the rinds. Really great for fish as well. So if you guys are pescatarians, maybe don't do meat, you can also use it as a fish knife. Fillet the fish, take thin slices of it. If you're a big meat person, this is great for brisket. Yeah. Y'all like brisket? Love brisket. All right, let me text you that. Yeah, first. If you want, you can pass it around too. Just be careful. Make sure. Look, I got a first aid kit. I only got about 2 band-aids in there left.
I've cut myself with multiple cuts.
Oh yeah, so that one is like the #1 knife that customers cut themselves with. So.
So I cut myself.
Oh, I got it. Oh yeah.
With the.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's so official. Look at that. Have it on the side right here. Where is it? Yes, that's your thing. Well, I never had one of these before. Okay, so next one's a vegetable knife, right? This one's super fun. It's one of my favorites. This is great for prepping. Okay, so you know in the demo they teach you that the 6 S's is for the chef knife. I actually use that for the vegetable, and they're very similar, but there's a major difference. I tell them that the vegetable knife is used for prepping. If you're ever going to make a soup, the 6 S's: soup, salad, stuffing, salsa, stir fry, stews, or stir fries. Because you're either doing a lot of chopping, you have to do a lot of transferring over for prepping. The chef knife, I said, is dicing, mince, and chopping. That's how I explain it. So that's the way to sell the vegetable knife that comes in the ultimate set. The salmon knife, of course, for vegetarians, you're going to use it for watermelon, for pescatarians, fish, and meat eaters would be briskets and any boneless meats like hams and turkeys. Then you have your cleaver. You know what this one is for? 100 pound. Yeah. This is a bad boy. And they'd be like, but this one, honestly, like, I'm Jamaican, so we do a lot of oxtail. And so my mom has to go through a lot of the bone. I go through a lot of the bone, jerk chicken, all that stuff. So prepping, getting through any of the really, really tough meats, this is great. And all the guys love this. Now, if you get your hands on, I do show the vegetable knives. I think I left the mini one. Left the mini one in my car. Okay. So this one is like the 6-inch one. It's a little bit smaller. And if 7 inches is a little bit too big, I'll show this one as like an add-on, so that way I'm adding on to the order. All right, we know what the artist slicer looks like. I think you get this at SG2. Yeah, this one is sexy. This is one of my favorites too. I don't know what it is. It's just multiple. You know everything. Are we naming her? What? That was amazing. Multi-purpose. Then you have your raw meats knife. So this one's super fun too. Oh yeah. And this one does flex like a little bit, but not too much. Just really great to get around the bone. So I say it's good for sectioning, butterflying, or desectioning. So you can use that one for lamb chops, pork chops, venison, things like that. So for me, you're like your meal slicer prepper. All right, and then your mini guy.
Oh, it's
My
me.
favorite. This is John.
Yeah, oh, it's so cool.
So cute. I say this is your Rachel Ray.
Come on.
Or say Mrs. Jones and then Mr. Jones, which is 7. Just have those over there. Yeah. That's your mini guy. Super sharp, super fun. And then my favorite guy, the cheese knife. Anything sticky. Get your hands on this one, y'all. Get your hands on this one. Get the Santo, you get the mini, get all that fun stuff. The more you have, the more you can show, and you'll notice too, when you're first doing this, you don't have to have a bag full of knives. You can always talk about them. And I'm gonna show you what it is to talk about them without having them physically either. So don't feel like you have to be like a clutch to have them, right? And of course, your larger version of your paring knife. This one's super fun too. You get more coverage. You can actually cut the bigger fruits after peeling and paring them. So that's a little show and tell. And then let me show you how I basically talk about the sets when I don't have them in front of me. Kathy, do they have access to these? Or
I just ordered Cutco Kitchen yesterday.
okay,
For their blue box.
cool. So I don't want to talk about something like that. Yeah.
They can have their managers order them.
All right, sweet. These are like 25 cents.
They're $1.
Oh, they went up in price. Dang. All right. What else went up in price? They up $1. So put your hands on one of these. It's basically they have multiple fold outs. It just makes it super easy, concise, and it's just very well to have it structured. Whenever you're doing your presentation, you want to make sure you cover what you're going to go through. Hey, by the way, during this presentation, I'm going to show you about the knives. I'm going to show you what Cutco offers, cookware, flatware. At the end, I'll go over pricing. If you guys see what you like, I'll be able to check out with you today, or I'll be able to go ahead and get your wish list today. Make sure to give you guys a good deal. So just make sure you're keeping them, like there's no surprises. They're able to kind of follow what you're doing. All right. So Cutco Kitchen. Ooh, la la. Open it up. It's like so many different ways to open this up. Yeah. Start off with the knives first. And so I explain it. I go, we got the Homemaker set, basic, ready for people who cook even like 2 to 3 times a week. It's gonna give you all your basic tools all year round. This is gonna be our signature set for people who kind of want like an in-between. You get a couple of specialty pieces. And if you like to do a lot of barbecuing, a lot of cooking as well, people go for the complete set. You're gonna get every knife you're gonna need for the rest of your life, right? You don't have to worry about missing a knife. And then this is great too. I think you guys may have, this one's very familiar. This is your fold out. So your Homemaker set. You have your signature set. Yeah, I have an alarm on here, so literally yes. Sorry. Set reminders for myself. And then you have the ultimate set. That's gonna be every knife that comes in the ulti. It does look very like a lot, but sometimes what I'll do, as I'm explaining it, I'll start off with the classic set. And I'll open it up to the signature set. And then sometimes I'll fold this and then I'll just show them that so they can see what's highlighted and what makes the ultimate the ultimate. So it helps and it gives you explanations, so it helps too, and it's good to have. You put the video on? Yeah, so now we can do cookware. I'm gonna show the video at the end. Yeah. Sweet, is that helpful?
Yeah.
I learned something? Alright, cool. Alright, so now we're jumping on to cookware. So as you guys know, who here sold cookware? Oh, good. I don't think I sold cookware till like year 2 or 3. That's amazing. Good job for you guys. So cookware can sometimes be like that. It's like a hurdle almost. It's like, man, like it's cool. Like I kind of show it, but I don't really know like how to sell it. I just saying what it is, but people are just like, that's cool. Nice to know. Now I'm gonna show you how to sell cookware. This, of course, is just all the different sets, just like how I explained the basic set, just like how I explained the signature set, and how I explained the ultimate set. Same thing with the cookware. We have a basic, we have a family, we have a complete. Same as that. Keep it there. And so when it comes to Cutco's cookware, make it super easy. Don't over explain it. That's where I feel like my issue was when I first started selling Cutco. I was over explaining it. And customers were just like, man, I'll think about it later. Like, that's great. But just, we're not there yet. Simple like this. Just like the knives, guaranteed forever, pass it down, cooks fast, on a lower temperature, easy to clean, and built like a tank. Say it again.
Ooh, nuggets.
Say it again. Just like the knives, forever guaranteed. You can pass it down, generation to generation. Super easy to use. Easy to clean as well. Cooks faster. On a lower heat or lower temperature. And don't like a tank.
One
Yeah.
more time.
All right, just like the knives. It's forever guaranteed. You can pass it down, generation to generation. There you go. Cooks faster. On a lower heat. Easy to clean. Easy to use. Built like a tank. That's it. Simple. And then if they're like, oh, so like, is this like non-stick? Or like, then they'll start asking questions. Then you can say, oh yeah, by the way, with our Cutcos, you go in depth, right? But it's just you just want to throw nuggets at them to see what they're grabbing. Now, when it comes to the Cutco cookware, you guys, who owns Cutco cookware?
Raise the roof.
Who's not a manager or CSP? Who owns cookware? All right. So right
Set up a
now,
competition.
set up a competition. One thing I would highly recommend on Vector Connect. There is a way for, John, correct me. There is a way for you to buy samples. Yes, you can buy 3 pieces of cookware, 100, I don't know what prices go up, like
Yeah, it's like what?
120 $120 for 3 cookware pieces. You get a Dutch, you get a skillet, and you get a griddle. I mean, you get a frying, yeah, sauce.
How do you do that?
It's on Vector Connect, on my account.
Cutco orders?
Non-Cutco orders.
I'll write this down, guys. Cutco orders, non-custom orders. Buy
Non-Cutco.
samples. Cutco orders, non-custom orders. You can only do it once.
Yeah, so once you buy that can opener, the sharpener, you only can do it one time, so don't do it for yourself.
Well,
If you try to buy it for somebody else, you can't buy it for yourself.
Oh, wait, no, that's just a cost.
So yeah, I would highly recommend to get the cookware, please. You have to cook with it. You can't really sell something if you've never used it. Just like trying to sell a car you never drove. Trying to sell shoes you never wore, right? It makes it more believable. Yes, you can sell cookware without buying it, but when you start using it for yourself, the vindication, the belief just grows. So definitely, please buy the cookware if you can, or just set a competition with your manager on how to get it, or go with 3 people and split $40, 30, whatever, 120 divided by 3, $40, and you all each take a piece. I'm good at math. Now when it comes to the cookware, there's several videos online, and I'm gonna highlight a few today that you guys can use that are great. I use videos till today. I use them all the time. I show them at the demo, at the events, everywhere. I say, hey, I gotta show you this video real quick just so you can see how it works. Because I don't have a burner stove and all that all the time. Now, when I'm explaining the cookware, super easy to use, like I said before. Now, major differences between cast iron and also nonstick, right? Those are like the top ones that are kind of out there that people own. Nonstick, because it's easy, things don't stick. But what we found is that nonstick has this chemical coating inside of it that actually has killed small game animals. It's super unhealthy to use. What happens with cookware, it actually expands and contracts. So heat, whenever heat is heated up, molecules expand. Whenever it's cold, it contracts. So all that heating up and cooling down is where all the molecules can actually deteriorate, and you're ingesting all that nasty black stuff and coating inside of your food. super bad. I don't know what other, there's a lot of different health risks that have been steamed back from the nonstick cookware. And also California's banned it. They ban almost everything, but you can't even sell nonstick. Cutco cannot sell nonstick frying pans to California. Can't ship them there. No, not just Cutco's, but just in general, nonstick. So yeah, so just make sure that you're explaining like you're giving them a problem. You're also asking them, when it comes to cookware, like what are some issues that you guys have kind of came about throughout the years? What are some of your issues that you've seen? And they'll tell you hard to clean, things stick to it, it doesn't cook evenly, they are warping. And so this is where you tell them about the benefits of Cutco's cookware. We use 5 ply as a construction, right? Usually when you guys ever seen those baking dishes, you put them in the oven, they kind of warp and they shift. It's because they're made with 1 ply. When you're using Cutco's 5 ply, that thing is built like a tank. It's not going to make shift. It's not going to move. It's going to hold all the contents in there and stay. Another thing too that's really unique with Cutco's cookware is actually waterless cookware. Who here has heard of waterless cookware before? Few people. Okay. What do you know about waterless?
You can use basically essentially zero liquid to do the same job that boiling would in other cookware.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So wireless cookware, you can use less of little to none of lubrication of butter, water, oil, those things that you usually use to cook your foods. Now it's great because I like butter on my food. I like oil on my food. I like water too when you add in sometimes the vegetables, but you don't need as much, or you can actually use none. So it actually retains the natural nutrients and balance of the food. What it does is it makes your food taste better. It makes your food look better, and it obtains the nutrients. So you're actually getting healthier. You're not having to water it down. Another thing too, like you guys ever cooked broccoli and like all of the water at the bottom of the pan? That's where all the nutrients is. People dump that out and then they're just eating like broccoli with no taste, no flavor, no nutrients. So definitely explain that. That's what I usually do. Or even like coffee beans. I'll explain that as an example. Another thing too that a lot of customers will say, what are some things that you guys have heard from customers about cookware? Just shoot some out at me.
It's expensive.
When you said expensive,
Already have a lot of pots and pans.
already have a lot of pots and pans. That's a good
Why
one.
are y'all different?
That's good. Why are y'all different? So too expensive, right?
Not
Yes.
looking to replace.
Exactly. It's like, but you have to understand, Mrs. Jones, if you've had to buy cookware every 3 to 5 years, you're going to spend the same amount of money that you would with Cutco just doing it one time. So yes, good. And I tell people when people go like, oh, that Cutco set, that's expensive. I'm like, hey, be honest with you, good things aren't cheap. Cheap things aren't good. Like if you're wanting high quality stuff, a good price comes with it. But you're going to be really happy when you come down 50 years later, when your kids are using your cookware and your grandchildren are using the cookware that you left for them, and they are set for life, right? And you can't put a price, I mean, you can't put a price on it, but I'm saying is that it's worth it at the end of the day. Another thing, I got too many pots, I got too many pans. We all do, right? The whole idea is that we want you to use the same quality stuff forever, and that's easier to use. Instead of using all these mix match, hodgepodge different brands, you get to use the best of the best for the rest of your life. And you get rid of all the old stuff and you get to use all the new and easy stuff. Another one was, what else was out there? Too expensive, too many pots and pans. Oh, it makes us different. Yeah. So Cutco's cookware is a lot different because one, I always say is service. That's what Cutco is known for, is our service. Whether it's the knife, whether it's flatware, whether it's cookware, at any point in time you are dissatisfied, or if something not cooking the way it was, we will fix or replace it for free at no point, no cost, at no point in time. I mean, at any point in time, sorry, at any point in time, at no cost. All you do is just pay for the shipping to get to the factory, of course. But in order to replace it, in order to service it, it's free. Second thing that makes this super unique is that we actually use a T305. It's a specific material with the cookware that actually is a higher conductor. So that's what's able to radiate and distribute the heat evenly throughout the pan. So it's a higher material that we use in our cookware compared to like Teflon, those other companies. They use lower grades of steel. Another thing too, a lot of companies, what you'll see they'll do is they actually will put, they'll say they have 5-ply construction, but what they do is they count the adhesive parts in between it, and they'll say it's 5-ply, and really it's only 3-ply. So you have to look for that stuff too. So yeah, ours is actually Magnetic steel on the outside, it's gonna be stainless steel on the inside, which is one of the healthiest materials to cook with, and also a 3-ply aluminum core. So that's what's able to get your food cooked quick, fast, and easy. Sweet.
We talked about asking for the order. I feel like just personally, somebody tells me they don't need knives, like great, can I get something smaller? But with the cookware, they say no, and I'm just like, just accessories. So I can shine some light on like how you AFTO after getting them to say yes or not.
Yeah, so let's say someone says like, oh, thank you so much, Devin, like that was great, but like, it's just a no for right now. And you just ask them some question like, hey, like, by the way, I guess you guys are telling me no to the cookware. Is it just because, is it just too much you guys are wanting to spend on cookware? Is it just something that you feel like you wouldn't like really use or wouldn't like? I guess what's the issue as to why you wouldn't say it?
I just love my Alclads.
Okay, so you like your all clads. And what do you like best about your all clad?
They've been in the family for so long.
In the family so long. Definitely. Awesome. Well, I know with all clad, they are very similar to Cutco's too. A lot of people found that people who love Cutco's cookware love all clad. The reason why is because we use the same exact type of material. Cutco's a little bit of a notch, a little bit better. And then we also have the forever warranty. So in case like, with your all clad, have you ever had any issues with the pot or pan going out? Busted?
Yeah, this stock pot has a bed in it.
Yeah,
Dropped it.
I did. Yeah, and what you'll notice too, like all clad's amazing, but you'll notice as well in our skillets, they have yours has like little knots, yeah, the little bolts that stick out. Sometimes it's kind of like hard to like kind of clean it and everything like that. With ours, our cookware is dishwasher safe, so you can't throw them in the dishwasher. A lot of people don't, but you can if you want to. And then also we don't have any type of bolts or anything that sticks out on the frying pan. So it makes it a lot easier to stir things, flip things, and yeah. Easier. Like what I would hear from you is that, or I'd tell you is that just try them out at least, see how they pair up together. The cool thing with Cutco is we do give you a full 30 days to completely try it out. So if there are like some pieces or if you're just not liking it, it's completely fine. My job is just to say that you had Cutco for free for 30 days and just try it out and just see how you like it. How does that sound? You want to at least just try it out, compare it? Okay, cool, awesome. All right. Gotta wrap, okay. And then flatware, okay, cool, yeah, all right.
So when you show them the cookware, is it the first accessory that you show? Like at what point is it that you show them the thing?
After the knives.
Right after that,
Mhm.
or anything?
And I don't ask for the order until at the end. For you guys, you'd be asking if they want to do the homemaker set. And then going from there and then seeing if they want to add cookware. I just see what set they like and then I move on to the cookware and I just make an entire bundle package wish list. And then I show them and then I say, we can just get the knives today.
Put it together.
I do put it together, yeah. And we can always do pieces, like let's say they already have a full set, they just want to do some pieces, we can just show them some pieces as well. See, now this is a video we're gonna share a little bit later, I know we're short on time, but I just want to kind of go through it and show how it is to use the cookware. You'll notice here with just,
I'm gonna also post it in the group meeting.
Yeah. and you guys can go through, Jason Jeffrey shows how to use the cookware, how you can actually make 3 meals in one, carrots, chicken, 3-course meal. Yeah, all in one pan, which is super cool with the wireless cookware, so.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some more videos we'll share as well, you guys can look at, but definitely if you guys can get your hands on some of the cookware. All right, last thing is gonna be the flatware. So who here, who knows about the Cutco flatware? Man, y'all manager's not doing a good job. I'm just kidding. I saw some hands that weren't raised, I'm just kidding. No, so Cutco's flatware, this is actually it. Fresh in the flesh. So basically with Cutco's flatware, super simple, super easy. 1810 stainless, forks and spoons, and knife. This is actually, like I said, just the whole Cutco catalog is all guaranteed forever. You can pass it down. The reason why people buy Cutco's flatware is because they want quality. They want something that's gonna last forever, that they're gonna be also be able to pass down. This is another one of our complete packages. It's called our trifecta: knives, cookware, and flatware. Now, when it comes to Cutco's flatware, we are actually one of only 2 companies left that produce 1810 for stainless forks and spoons. 1810 is basically a breakdown of chromium and nickel, and it's basically just going to be able to keep it from rusting and corrosion. So it's going to be the highest quality that you can actually obtain that's American made. And we're the only company that has a forever guarantee. Just means something chips, something cracks, something breaks, something fades, we're gonna fix, replace it for free, okay? So this is, a lot of our customers buy this, like I said, because they want something that's substantial. It's not too light, it's not too heavy, it's not gonna tip over your bowl, it's gonna be a very nice weighted piece of flatware. Bless you. Benefits too is that, most people who do buy our sets, like our complete, whenever they're buying our kitchen sets, they love the table knife because this is the stainless steel version of it. So this is also just like all the other double D edge knives. And this one is also very, very nice to feel in the hand. It's weighted and it's really sexy. It's really nice. You can pass that around too. So yeah, it's the fork. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. My demo, it's my demo. At least that wasn't a knife. But yeah. So also too, if you need to incentivize, you just ask them a question like, hey, curious to know, like, I know I showed you guys the flatware. Is that something that you guys would want to see yourself maybe wanting to replace? Or like, what are some issues with your flatware? I just listen. I'm like, they're telling me that their kids lose it. They're telling me that they just get Walmart, they just keep replacing it, but they want a better, nicer feel. So I say, cool. Well, the cool thing with what I'm doing right now, because of my push and because the goal that I'm going after, Cutco is actually allowing me to do something a little extra for you guys today. Curious to know how much you guys like that flatware. And you just kind of get their gauge and how they like it. Cool. Well, I can do this for you. And you will in the deal, right? Whether it's the cooker or whether it's the knives, we'll in that deal. The whole idea is you want to get to that first yes. Once you get to that first yes, you can build on top of that. And that's pretty much it for the Cutco kitchen.
Yeah, awesome. And then Thursday, I'm gonna show you guys how to close on it, like doing the
Yeah.
comparison and closing
Mhm.
for anyone who hops online. We're gonna walk through that. So she did a great job with that. You're right, we'll just do 4:30. I don't know that we'll need more than an hour. But I wanna go through it, show you guys the comparison, practice it, make sure you're comfortable, move around to something you wanna just start trying out. But really, when we close on a Cutco kitchen, at least me, how I learned, I don't know for you guys, and Kyle, you can chime in on this. Usually for me, it was if they put 2 of the 3 main things on their wish list, I usually close them all. So if they like when I was writing down things they liked, they picked the cookware or they picked the nice set. I'm gonna show you that. Oh, actually, we need to look at the whole process, put it together. Just kidding. 4:00 wet Thursday will be the time that we have in our calendar pilot. Anyone's welcome to join. But I'll walk through like as you're going through the demo, writing stuff down that they like to have their eye on, and then how to close. The 2 different ways you'll close based on if they have this on their list or if they have this on their list, and how to do that comparison. So I'll have a script updated and everything for you guys on Thursday. On Zoom. It'll be on Zoom. In person in the pilot if anyone wants to come.
Will you put it in the, like, will it be recorded? What else to be?
I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Yes, and one thing I wanted to add to that as well, especially when you're getting to customers who are like, yes, show me more, I want to see it all. Just let them know, like, it's like anything else you guys have to do in the house. Whenever you're having to remodel a kitchen, remodel a house, a lot of things go entail with that. So whenever you're showing the knives, the cookware, the flatware, just let them know that we can bundle up, package it together. That way you can knock out the kitchen all today. And I just incentivize them, like some people will just get the knives today. Next year they'll get cookware, the year after they'll get flatware. If you guys are considering getting everything today, I can show you what that looks like. And I just, give them free gadget package or give them something or just give them a shopping spree, something to incentivize them to get everything today versus having to follow up and break it up down the road. As I just say, prices go up. So cheapest you're gonna buy is gonna be today. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. And if you guys have any questions, I know we're short on time, just DM me in the group
My
meeting.
phone's been crazy. Cool, thank you. All right, awesome. So, to wrap up our learning, I'd ask Kyle if he could walk through as well, go through real quick. Really Q&A for you guys, because gifts and accessories are pretty straightforward. But any questions or comment, like how do you explain this? Bless you. How do you explain that? Or someone asked me about this. How do we explain that? So with any of the gifts and accessories, and then specifically, he's going to show you guys if someone's looking at gifts, because we are in Christmas in July and they want to buy gifts,
where you look for business gifts. That's what he does more of, is like realtor gifts, business gifts, closing, where to look in Vector Connect to see the different pricing for bundles and the amounts, the quantities, and how to find that. So one of our top Cutco sales professionals, his specification spends most of his time in the realtor program, but also does business gifting events, and has done all the things in Cutco. Mr. Kyle Rogers, for those who haven't met Kyle. So we can give him a applause. Go to Vector Connect.
Hello, hello.
I'll go to here while you.
Howdy.
Hi.
Hey, y'all awake?
Barely.
I hope
Mike,
so.
wake him up.
Yeah. Why don't y'all, take a minute while we're pulling up?
Do you want to log into yours? Cause I have a bunch of extra. We can check.
Get into the story. I think so. All right, everybody, stand up.
There we go.
Go. All right. Go.
Yeah,
Oh,
stand up real quick. Stretch our legs out.
Yeah, so first any Q&A on gifts and accessories. You cut must. Go big head.
No, I don't know about that. All right, we'll go ahead